Welcome back, folks. You know, when I look back on the year, the biggest story in my mind started right here in Warden on the Huntley Project football field. This is where one play would change Koni Dole's life forever. Sent to the hospital with a severe leg break, it was expected to be a routine fix. That's until the leg developed compartment syndrome, suffocation of the muscles. In the blink of an eye, Koni had to think about life without a leg. Though he was down but not out, one thing Koni didn't lose that night was his drive and determination. My story of the year, Koneys Comeback. It was just last October when 16-year-old Koni Dole was forced to make a decision no high school athlete should ever face. But the choice was easy. Well, once he told me that I'd never be able to play sports again, I just told him right away. I was like, take it, cut my leg off. And now, not even 4 months later? It's kind of just like a new normal. And I wake up in the morning and you put your shoes on, I put my leg on. And driving, it's just, I don't have that ankle, so I have to just lean into it more, but I still drive with my right foot and just getting everything back to normal. Like I said, it's like a new normal, my new normal. Just a couple of adjustments Koni's had to make since complications from a football injury led to him losing his right leg. But once he completes the short drive down Road 15 to Huntley Project School, it's back to the usual. Well, I'm gonna do on a 35. Just getting back in the weight room and getting back to where I was. That's always been my goal, and it's slow, but I'm getting there. Slow for Koni's standards maybe, but not those of a normal human being. They said I wouldn't be walking for like 2 months. And you were in here lifting in 2 months? I was in here squatting in 2 months. In fact, when we visited with Koni, he set a new high mark in squats, repping 295 pounds. Down, drive it up, Nice job. And if that's impressive, Koni also returned to the wrestling mats. He won 5 matches this season and just missed a trip to state.
I knew the type of person that Koni was, that it wasn't going to be long until he was back to normal, you know, and so there's a part of me that's surprised, and there's a part of me that's like, yeah, that's just Koni.
We knew that he'd be back to the normal Koni and everything, and it's just the way he is. It's just in his blood to come out here and work hard, and it's just what's in him is to come in here and work in the weight room. If anyone tells me that I can't do something, it's always like, well, watch me, and that's just how I look at everything. If you want something, you gotta outwork someone for it, and that's just how I've always looked at everything. And so nothing's changed on that level.
Just kind of took this and rolled with it, and he's overcome so much, and it just speaks volume to the type of person he is.
It's been more an emotional journey than it is physical, and I'm kind of past that emotional part. Like, I'm like, okay, like, let's go.
Well, he's going all right. In fact, it appears this setback has just made him more determined.
I had a dream that was right here, like I was right here and the dream was right here, and now it's up here. But it's just a matter of working harder than I was, which is all right. And work he did. Koni was speeding down the road to recovery. And after successful seasons both on the mats and the track, the attention now shifted to when he'd return here into the sport he loves so much.
Down. See it? There you go, Koni.
Koni Dole wasn't short of emotions when it came time to get back on the same field where his life was forever changed.
I just felt nervous, and I just felt like everything was adding up to this moment. I was just excited to see like where I'm at right now, like with all this hard work that I've been doing.
Frankly speaking, hard work is an enormous understatement. The day following his release from the hospital after complications from an October leg break forced the amputation, Koni was back in the Huntley Project weight room, and he hasn't stopped since.
Let's go split. Split.
Koni is a special person as far as the right attitude, the right work ethic. I knew it was the right kid to be able to handle such a monumental task.
He works his butt off every day, twice a day. Like, everything he does is work.
I had it planned out. Like, as soon as I got out of the hospital, I was like, all right, I have so many months until the season starts, and I better get going now. And I just put every second, every minute, whatever I could, I did it.
It's certainly paid off. Back practicing in just 8 months? That's superhuman. But he made it look normal.
I don't want people to think it's been easy for me, because it felt like it's been 2 years. It just felt so like such a long process, but really it's only been like 8 months.
Down.
Set. Hunt.
When we get called out of that tunnel, his name, it's gonna, like, everyone's gonna go insane. It's gonna probably be one of the biggest things that happened to Huntley Project.
Well, it certainly was a big deal. Fast forward 2 months, Huntley Project's first game is here as the Red Devils host Joliet. And Koni, he's ready to play less than a year after losing his leg. And he didn't just play. Starting on both sides of the ball, Koni recorded 2 touchdowns at fullback, and at defensive end, he escaped for a huge sack of the quarterback as Huntley Project rolled over Joliet. Koni's triumphant return sparked national interest. He appeared on ESPN, Fox Sports, and a whole lot more. This was the start of a fantastic senior campaign for Koni as he helped lead the Red Devils to a 7-2 regular season and a playoff berth. But it was also the end of a journey he began on the same field less than a year before, one most kids could never imagine, and one he conquered from beginning to end. As for what's next for Koni, you remember that dream he was talking about, the one that was up here? That dream was to play football for Montana State, and that's exactly what he'll be doing, joining the Cats as a preferred walk-on. What a remarkable kid. We're back after this.